Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Minecraft today, surprise. However, we are in Minecraft 1.21.10. We're in the Copper Age. We've updated the server. I've updated all the mods that I could. Some of them were acting a little bit squirrely, and for whatever reason, my resource packs just won't work. I updated them the way that I thought I was supposed to, but they won't even stay on the right-hand column of the interface when you're supposed to move them over into the game. It gives me a warning and say, hey, this might not be compatible, even though I've updated the resource pack version to 69, which is what it should be. They're just not working. That includes, I think, the vanilla tweaks resource pack that I downloaded just before the stream. So I don't know what's going on. So the good news is shaders are working, and a lot of our other things like the camera mods are working. However, the new version of the shulker box labels has changed. The name has changed and something about it has changed, and now all my labels are gone. So we have all of the shulker boxes still. I can add labels to shulker boxes, but all the current labels are gone. So it's going to be difficult to sort out where things are. And it will cost some levels to get things back up to speed. So we might not do that all right now. We're probably going to do it as we go. I only have 5 levels at the moment, so we're not going to be able to label a whole lot. But other things are working. We can actually the shulker box tooltip one isn't working either, so I'll have to figure out what's going on there. I might have to change the hotkey for that, so we'll see. SweetSandi, good to see you. Hello. Blast Jordan, welcome in as always. Bali, how's it going? So you're gonna think that some of the textures a little bit weird if you've been used to watching my channel, because the chests is the vanilla chests, the glass is vanilla glass. Shaders are still working, which is good. I don't know why my shulker box tooltip isn't working though. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's just, it doesn't work on empty ones. So that's working. That's cool. My ender chests are a weird color, but here's the thing. Normally when you go into resource packs, I've had a couple of these before where they say it's incompatible and it gives you a warning, and it goes over here and you click done. Oh, it stayed over there this time. It wasn't staying over there earlier. Maybe they'll stay now. I'm not sure what the issue was. It would do that. Resource reload failed. So it's probably the tables and chairs. Let's try without the tables and chairs. We don't need that just yet. It could also be vanilla tweaks. Yeah, so it's the vanilla tweaks one. Okay. Aha, okay. So it's the vanilla tweaks one. That's old. Maybe I've got it in the wrong spot. Hold on. Maybe it's human error. That's a distinct possibility. No, I don't have it at all. Okay. Well, that's not a big deal. The vanilla tweaks one is a pretty basic resource pack. That's the one with the amethyst crystals that changed those into 3D ones like we saw yesterday. But that's the default one from Minecraft, the model. So that's right. That's fine. We'll wait for that. Unfortunately though, all of my chests need to be, or my shulkers need to be relabeled. And so this is how the mod works, is that you can put something like this here. I don't know that it always looked like that. I thought they gave us the top of the block. That's interesting. Is that new? I wonder if we can change how that looks. Where's the frog lights? Oh, so it's giving like the 3D version of it, not just the top texture. Huh. I wonder if that's something we can change in the settings. I think I might like it better. I don't know. Options. Oh, you know what? I took out my mod menu thing. I'll have to change that on the break. Okay. We've got some troubleshooting yet to fix, but yeah, in some cases that could be good. The 3D model versus not. Oh, we got all the new dyes too. All right, well, I only have 3 levels left, so the good news is we don't have to stare at ugly diamond tools, which is good. I remember where most of the stuff is. I have a pretty good memory for that kind of thing, so we're not completely screwed up here in terms of like not knowing where anything is. We left off yesterday having found a trial chamber. I only have 5 obsidian. I know we've got lava downstairs somewhere. We can go get some obsidian, I think. So I'm very curious to see what our nether is going to be like. Putting these in was a really good idea. And there's the lights for the stop off. Excellent. I believe there was lots of lava this way. Oh, that's minus 30. Nope. We need to go down a little bit more. There we go. That's going to be tricky. Eight, not bad. There's also lava on the surface of the mushroom island, I think, too. I don't remember, is it 14? Whatever. With a netherite pickaxe, actually not that hard. 14, that's what I thought. Just in case I need to make more ender chests. Grab that. You do have to aim a little bit more precisely here. Okay, so we've got that. I need a flint and steel. And now we have to decide where we're going to put it. I feel like maybe where the bed is would be good, although then we have to listen to it. That's the only thing. I do sort of want it to be central. I guess I could go down to a different level. could put it here. Then we won't have to listen to it. Although that's kind of a small room. I feel like we could probably do that. Decisions. Yeah, I could dig it out a bit, but I also have to block the waterways here. I kind of want to put it right on the center just for fun. And that way if any zombie piglins come through, they're just going to be down here. I also don't have to be down this far. Well, that's the down back. Although, that's not super far. Maybe we'll just leave it on the surface somewhere for now. We can always move it later, and that's probably what we'll end up doing. Yeah, all the settings for the mods have changed. I'm going to have to add the mod menu back in. You know what? Let's put it over there by the chickens for now. I guess we'll keep the same sort of design motif for fun. Purple concrete, white concrete, maybe some purple. Frog lights. Just gonna mess around with something fun. So it doesn't look completely terrible. I feel like that could work. We'll go 2 more blocks. Feels about right. Well, I wanted to get more than just the bare minimum. Looks good minus the mushroom behind it. I think that works for now. You created a turtle egg trap behind the nether portal. Catch the zombie piglins. That's a good idea too, yeah. Cool. Well, let's find out what's in the nether. We should be generating new chunks in the nether now. And we're going to be able to get the happy ghast after we find dried ghast. Wow. That is, you are going to die immediately. Welcome to the nether. Holy crap, that's unlucky. Can you imagine? Woof. That was rough. Yikes. Dear Minecraft. Screw off. So we came through facing that way, I think. So if we go through this way. Yeah, okay. We have to... We might move the nether version. Looks like a basalt delta. That's going to be good for piglin, not piglin, froglight farms. I'd like to have a froglight farm here. I feel like we're going to be using them a lot. This is just all kinds of treacherous. I've spawned in nether wastes before, but usually it's a lot nicer. Looks like, and there's a dried ghast right there. Okay. And like a warped forest. This is not a great... I mean, there's resources, but it's not a fantastic start. So not a basalt delta, that's just basalt pillars. I should take a screenshot. My better F3 mod I had to take off too. There's a couple mods that were not working. I kept on crashing when I was trying to start the game. I think if possible, I'm going to try to close some of this stuff off. Seems like an easy fix. I guess probably the purple ones would be a good one to use. I'm not sure what it is, but in the latest versions of Minecraft, I feel like the range on certain mobs is really difficult to sort out. Oh, maybe we have a closer happy ghast. Or not happy ghast, dried ghast. We have the start of the Soul Sand Valley here. I don't know that I've spent much time in Soul Sand Valleys because we have to travel so far from our Nether hub to get close to them. So it's kind of cool to have one here. Yikes. Yeah, there was a lot of lava. So I know where there's a dried ghast, but I was hoping... Oh, look, there's one. Difficult to get to. What? I don't think I've ever heard a piglin make that noise before. It was like a squeal with a question mark. I guess we'll just bridge out to it. I don't know. I guess we've spawned this high up before in the Nether with our Nether hub. Our Nether hub is at like 91 or 93. I knew that was going to happen. Where is he? Don't see him. Pretty sure it's just Silk Touch, right? Yep, that was close. Didn't realize it was gonna break that quickly. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, that's probably where it was. So happy ghast unlocked. We just have to put it in water and wait. Excuse me. So we're probably gonna have to move this Nether portal to someplace a little bit nicer. You don't think it has to be silk touch, but better safe than sorry? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now, I guess they call whatever blocks they spawn from home base. I don't necessarily want to listen to a happy ghast all the time. Maybe we should put him where is over here. Why not? I guess we'll just wait and see. I didn't see a basalt delta. I like that we have a warped forest though. That's gonna be good. Here. Those are empty. Don't need the flint right now. Oh, I can always move it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out what might be the better place for it. Okay, so we've got the Nether, got the dry ghast hydrating, I guess is what we're going to call it. So while we're waiting for that, I was thinking it would be cool to potentially dig out the Geode. I don't know of any other things in the Nether that we need right now. So a frog-light farm would be good, but I don't want to, I haven't really figured out where the Salt Delta would be. So I feel like checking out the Geode is probably a solid way to do it. And in order to do that, I might actually grab an iron pick just so that we don't destroy anything by accident. And I'm going to have to start labeling these shulker boxes as I go. Cool mod. Too bad that it didn't carry over from previous version, but I've just got a number of white shulker boxes that I use all the time. I really need to update my netherite pick. Oh, there goes the anvil. My netherite toolbox. That actually does not look... That doesn't look as cool as it used to. Maybe I should have a different pick there? Oh, they're flat. They don't... Did they ever stick out? I thought they stuck out a little bit before. Maybe they don't stick out anymore? Yeah. Maybe that's why the data pack changed. I don't know that that's much quieter, you know? I feel like that was one of the updates that they made. Or was that in the... Is that in the snapshot? Or is that in this version? I don't remember. Not that we need those right now. I will make some more food bits, though. And the other thing that we have access to now is shelves. Remember, is it these ones? There we go. I will definitely be changing the recipe for that to include the all over stripped logs. So I was thinking these would be really good to put on the inside of the shulker box farm, because I feel like this would look cool. I get 6. Okay. Probably with the yellow. So this should be something a shulker cannot teleport to. Guess I'll just use frog lights. And then if we put these here, now unfortunately this is going to be painstaking because it'll take the whole stack. I think that could look cool. Bally, you think the anvil sound changes are in 1.21.11? Yeah, probably. Thanks, Gecko. Yeah, I think that could look really neat. I mean, maybe we don't do the whole thing. Like maybe we do a pattern of like, 3 and then a space, and then, we can come up with some other ideas. But it will cover up the scaffolding, which is one of the issues I have with the farm. And it renders in from pretty far away. Like, that's not bad. That's... I don't remember exactly. That's 31, so that's 21 blocks. That's probably 48 blocks, 50 blocks, give or take. Yeah. 31. So probably 64 blocks. I just need to double check before I put all of them in there that the shulkers cannot teleport to shelves. I don't imagine they can. We can even alternate some of them with redstone blocks, maybe. That could be kind of fun. Although the red and the orange might clash a bit. Shroom lights could also look cool. And there's no way. Yeah. I was kind of hoping there would be a way to shift click and only put one in at a time. Fun, right? I guess we can also just put them up. This will just swap them. Right. That's going to be hard to get used to. Or not hard, but it'll take a while. Oh, my poor shulker boxes. They were so organized. Oh, boy. Imagine they could teleport to the backside of the shelf as that is flat, but that is blocked by the scaffolding. Yes, yeah, that would be my guess too. That would be my guess too. It might actually be kind of cool that they render in and render out. It'd be kind of like lights turning on. But you can imagine that times 4 with a cool pattern that we could put on there. You made a giant library with chiseled shelves and took forever to fill them with books. That would look cool, though, Gecko. That would really look cool. I think we did that. Did we use old bookshelves in the Citadel? I think I only used the chiseled bookshelves in like offices, like really tiny spots on in West Hill. Did I use the chisel in the keep? Did I? Okay. Good to know. All right. Well, that's cool. So we've got access to all of those now, which is great. I am going to head towards the zombie piglin farm. Or should I do the Nether? I need to get respiration on the helmet. it might be good to go to the Nether. Do I have extra books anywhere? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay. But also, there is leather somewhere. Thought I had extra leather. Well, I can bring... I'll put this in box. That in the box. Yeah, they feel like they're a little bit harder to read. I think it's because they don't have the shadow on them or something. There's something a little bit different about them. Alright, so we need levels, and we need... respiration. Cool. Oddly Curious Deer. That's a great username. I've been listening to the Spawn Chunks for a few years, and I'd like to say good job with West Hill. It looks really good. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. Unfortunately, our connected textures are not working. Actually, and some of this stuff is upside down. I need leather. Probably going to be... I don't know whether it's better to go to the zombie piglin farm or whether it's better to go to the end. I feel like the end is not as fast. Well, we'll test it. Some people here probably have not seen the Ender, so we'll go. I might have used a combination in the keep, Sandy. I kind of feel like I built that library before the chiseled bookshelves came out, but I could be wrong. Right, we'll check out this. Maybe we'll get brave and fight the dragon. Or prep the space for fighting the dragon. I haven't even really looked. I imagine it's still doable. Because we've got a data pack on the server that should work and should drop elytra when we fight the dragon. I think these are still functional. Yeah, but it's gonna suck without respiration. You can always go up the outside. We shouldn't have too many problems with Enderman. This one's still available. Yep. So for folks wondering, the strategy that we came up with on the server is you go up to the top of these towers and you can very easily shoot the remaining crystals. Or bridge over to them if you need to. Isn't what a vanilla tweaks? Yeah. Yeah, the The vanilla tweaks data packs are working. It's the vanilla tweaks texture pack that's not. I'm pretty sure the vanilla tweaks ones are working. I might steal the ladders. There's no leather here. There's a lot of junk. Oh my gosh. I'll steal the glass too. Maybe I keep the leather closer to the ender. At least these roads work better when you don't have elytra. That's got a hole in it somewhere. The rendering in here is really cool with this shader pack. I like the purple version of the northern lights in the end. It's much more pleasant. So it still works, which is good. There's a sword here. Don't let me forget to leave that here. And then we've got a enchanting table here. So I hopefully will be able to get something on the books. Although we don't have any leather. Alright, so what are I need to grab a couple of things here, but I will take a short break, as I normally do once an hour. And while I do that, I'm going to sit here and swipe at these guys. And hopefully get some levels. So I will see you folks in just a few minutes. This is definitely not as fast as the gold farm. I mean, I know I had to repair the pickaxe, but still. Alright, I'll leave that there. And turn the volume back up, I guess. Well, maybe not that loud. And I guess we'll just look at the books. See if we can get respiration. I'll need more levels. Depth Strider. I might just have to make a gold helmet and see what I can get. It might be better to just go see what we've got at the villager trading hall. Let's go do that. Well, we got 20 levels anyway. It will be eventually really fun to do something cool with the end island. The goal on the server is to fight the dragon 20 more times to get all of the end gateways sorted and then do a permanent build here. Thanks, Bally. Yeah, I left the sword. I think I can get out this way somewhere. Maybe not. Villager Trading Hall. Back here. Tried finding the wither in the end a few times. It was just impossible until I turned on the shader pack. Being able to orient myself when the island was out of view was surprisingly useful. The flight became super easy. Oh, wow. I've never thought about finding the wither in the end. I've only fought the wither once, and the rest of the time I thought, you know what? I've done it. I don't need to do it over again. I feel like, maybe not. I feel like I've been getting more frames since I've updated, but it says 30. I feel like it's been going better than that, though. It could also be better in the Nether and better on the Mushroom Island than it is here. Now, respiration. Anybody says respiration? These guys are jumping in front of their signs. That's not fun. Respiration 3. Except for you're not there. That's not a good sign. I'm not sure why these guys are out of their cells. So we had a Respiration 3 villager, it looks like. Do we no longer have one? Mending for 16 is pretty good. Silk Touch for 6, also pretty good. That's frustrating. Oh, there's Respiration 3. Maybe he just got loose. It's also cheaper. Cool. Do I have 19 emeralds? I do. I just have enough. Wow. Ta-da. I knew there was an anvil hill here somewhere. Oh, that hurts. Well, so much for labeling a lot of stuff. Settle for me. Thanks very much for the Prime sub. You can now connect your Discord and your Twitch if you have not done so already, and join the Joel Duggan Discord. Should show up in your connections tab in Discord options. I want to actually restart my client and see if I can't get the continuity mod to work. The glass with the lines in it really bothers me. I wonder what color we should make our happy ghast. I was going to do a white saddle. I thought that might be good. Yours are always cyan. Interesting. I was just thinking about the sci-fi area, and like we've got purple and white going on. I think I was gonna go white, that or purple. You can change it, right? You can change the color of the saddle. I'm not even sure I know how to do that. Harness, pardon me. Leather and wool. Do I have leather kicking around? I must. There we go. Yes, Sandy, I did. Thank you very much. What I should do is I should get an allay to clean these guys up, because this is just going to be a fish farm. I wish there was a way to prevent these guys from spawning in the bubble columns. I kind of wish that they would spawn in regular water, but not bubble columns. I feel like that would be good compromise. Can't see the face. I guess I should have put a piece of glass down. I should have, I think I've got a lead. Yeah, we've got leads. I think I've got, yeah. So it's wool for the harness. White or purple. All right. So imagine we're going to need a little bit of glass. Probably just going to need the spare shulker. If I go down to dig out the geode, I think there was one that was close. That one. I need to check my screenshots actually. Okay, so there's one that's way over by the edge. I could have sworn there was one that was right underneath main area. All right, the first one is, all right, close this down. $52,572. 52,572. This way. And 35,814. Oh wow, like right on top of it. This is the first geode that I've got coordinates for. Another one is at 52,567. Oh, this might be the same one. 35,816. Yeah, okay, that's the same one. $52,691. That's going to be outside the range, I think. Yeah. This one I think is going to be outside. Oh yeah, well outside. Okay, so that's a no. And the next one I have 52,622. That might be inside range. I could have sworn we had one closer on the east side of things. 35,749. That is probably also not in range. My guess. 52,690. Yeah, the 690 is not going to be in range either. 52,376. That's a different location. The spawning of fish changed the later versions so they actually can't spawn in bubbles? In later versions? Like this is 1.21.10. Which version? Gecko, you gotta go. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is closer to where I thought it was going to be. $52, $376. Might be outside the range on this end. I could have sworn we had a geode that was like right underneath our main area. Yeah, this is going to be outside of the... Huh. I should have been able to get that from the thumbnail. I thought we had a geode that was like right underneath the main area. Yeah, if they changed it, it didn't work for the fish in the bubble columns. Yeah, I thought it was over this way somewhere. I thought we ran into it in our first little adventure. Oh, maybe not. That's better. Yeah, I could have sworn that I had a geode that was closer. I got myself turned around. I thought that was the down column. Maybe we had to go down to 0? Or not 0. Maybe we had to go down to... Yeah, maybe it was at 0. Which I can't seem to get off at when I want to. Oh, because we don't have an actual space to get off here, that's why. I do feel like the block noises are lower. I thought I had turned those up. I've got the blocks at 65. Can you guys hear the blocks okay on stream? So I thought it was somewhere this way. But chances are we had to snake into a lush cave for it. And I don't think it was as far down as 0. I could have sworn that I had taken one screenshot with the frog light inside the geode. Yeah, 52567. That looks like it's outside the realm. At 22. Wrong way. And it's going to be up 1 level. Yeah, it's like right over here, isn't it? I want to say it's out that way. It was like in one of the walls. I thought I ran right through it. Wasn't it something like I actually the path went right through it? Maybe that's the one I didn't. Oh, here it is here. So this one is definitely within load distance. So this is definitely one here. Take another screenshot. I thought there was one where we actually went right through it. Maybe this was it here. Maybe this is how I found it. Yeah, okay. I think this is it. This is the one here. So that still should be something that loads in, because there's the edge of the sphere. So yeah, I thought we ran into something that was like right underneath the white. Not that it really matters. So it's a decent size. I think that'll be good for a little farm. It's not huge, but I think we're going to do like a little automatic farm. Maybe put something on a timer. That'll probably be pretty good. Whoops. Wish we could figure out a different use for diorite. Just end up with so much of it, and then I just never use it for anything. Trying to find the edge so that we can just carve out a box. Give ourselves lots of room to work. I'm not terribly worried about breaking the basalt or the calcite. I think we're actually going to end up removing everything except for the amethyst, the budding amethyst. I'm really glad that clay doesn't fall like gravel. That would be a real pain. use diorite to make andesite with cobble. That's fair. We don't end up with a lot of cobble either, which I guess I could be doing. I don't know what my andesite stores are like. Maybe I should check. Switch my pickaxe and just get more cobble. This bat is very noisy. Very nosy. Well, getting the beacons was a good idea. The geode is deceptively large from the outside. There's not as much amethyst as one would think. An odd shape too. Do I go for utopia or dystopia sci-fi? Oh, I don't know. I think with Minecraft it's probably going to be... I want to do something cleaner, I think. So we're not going to go with like a end of the world type situation. I think we're going to go with something a little bit nicer. Oh, sounds like the happy ghast is up. That is unfortunate that I can hear it from that far away. Like, I am way over here. Let's go see. Gotta remember how to get down here, too. I don't want to listen to a happy ghast. We might have to... We've got the silence mobs data pack. I might have to shush him. I feel like this is... No, that's the wrong way. There's my road. I feel like it's a ghastling now. Oh no, it's a happy ghast. flying around. What did I do with that other shulker box? Here? Yeah. And I don't have a snowball. I can go get a snowball. We might be able to get close enough. I'd say we need a snowball, which is annoying. Like, that's something I don't like about them. Got him. He can live there, and I guess we'll check out to see which color harness we want. I want to say saddle, but I know it's not a saddle. I guess we should bring over some snowballs. They're over here. It doesn't waste any time coming down into your face if you get a snowball, that's for sure. Alright. I know purple's probably going to look pretty cool. Kind of fits the motif. It's a little frilly. And then... how do you... oh, I gotta do twice. Okay. I think I like the white better. I think the harness also brought him down. Just dumb that you have to have a snowball on you. Cool. Happy ghast unlocked. That will make decorating that farm a lot easier, I hope. Because then I don't have to worry about the shulker boxes teleporting to me when I don't want them to. On like whatever scaffolding I'm using to build stuff. They mock the player? Yeah, maybe. So I'm going to need a new shulker box for stone, it looks like. We should have the data pack that allows me to do this in here now too, yes. I think I liked the other way better, so I may look up the settings, shift that around. Why is this not working? It was my mouse tweaks was working a minute ago. What else did I need? I needed to try to do some andesite. Cobble. Andesite's almost full, actually. So we don't need to craft andesite right now. I think one of you is going to have to get sacrificed and turned into a diorite box. I could have sworn I had one with me. Maybe it's over here? Yes, but it's full. Maybe we'll separate them. Sure. Yep. Let's take care of this right now. Oh, but that'll name him Silence. Crap. Maybe I wanted to name him something else. Does anybody know the range of the audio on Happy Ghasts? We need another shulker for deep slate. Should maybe move the dyes closer to our utility stuff. Well, that seems to work better now too. $80 blocks. Wow. Yeah, that's a wide range. Yeah, my mouse thing is no longer working. It was before. Oh no, maybe it was just the vanilla stuff that was working. That's annoying. I think this is calcite. Nope. Oh crap. All right, I think it might be worth bringing down the calcite box. Smooth basalt, it's kind of full, but bring that with me. And the amethyst one was over here. Before I do anything though, I should take another break. And I think it might be worth going to the zombie farm, the zombie piglin farm, to try to get more levels so I can do more labeling to keep things organized. So we're going to pop over there before I go. Plus, I need a break from the happy ghast. I might have to look into a data pack that reduces or removes the volume from them. I know there's the silence data pack from Vanilla Tweaks, which we do have, but I might want to actually give the happy ghast a fun name, and I don't think I can give it a fun name and silence it at the same time. A lot slower without Elytra, I can tell you that much. So tomorrow on stream, we'll be doing the Lego Let's Chat, which should be the final 2 bags of Soundwave. I believe it's happening at 10 a.m. I'm having a delivery here to the studio sometime tomorrow. I will find out tomorrow morning at 9 when that delivery is happening. Hopefully it will not conflict with the stream. If it does, I'll just bump the stream. You can disable ghast sounds and options. Yeah, that's be hostile ghast sounds. I might look into the data pack that, or mod rather, that Dalara recommended on the spawn chunks via email. And it's something that gives you granular control over like different mobs, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this doesn't look as cool with all the pink lines on the glass. How we doing for fuel? Two birds with one stone. This will get us some. Will get us some gold too. Cool, folks. I will be back in 5 or 6 minutes. So it's almost 30% faster at the zombified piglin farm than at the Ender, which shouldn't be the case. I would imagine the Ender should be the fastest of the two, but here we are. Either way, we've got that plus whatever gold we've got downstairs, so that's good. This is still an ugly setup. I really want to try to improve it as best I can. More gold, or yeah, I'm definitely muscle memory from my mouse mod. We're quickly moving items around. Grumpa, thanks very much for the command for everyone in chat for silencing a happy gas. That's cool. I don't know if I'll do it with a command, because if that affects the whole server, I don't want to make that decision for everyone. So I'll probably find that mod that Dalara was talking about for Fabric and have some control, because actually I remember talking about that on the podcast, and I thought, you know, that's really cool. So rather than having to turn down my game sounds every time we go to that farm, I could just turn down the angry zombified piglin noises, right, in that mod. Will you share when you find it? I'll greatly appreciate it. It is on the spawnchunks.com from last week's notes. I want to say it's either 371 or 370. It should be in the email section. Right underneath Dalaraf's email, there should be 2 links. They're both to CurseForge, but you'll get the name of the mod, and then you can probably look it up on Modrinth, maybe. Modrinth is a better website, I think. Yeah, for folks that don't know, we publish the emails that are sent in, and if anybody sends in any links, then we put those on the show notes as well at thespawnchunks.com. Just go to the episode that you're listening to, and you'll get links to the news articles we talk about. You'll get links to all the videos that Johnny and I talk about from the work that we've done, and then you'll get links to emails and videos, topical stuff from the main discussion. There's also images and screenshots. I mean, people that watch my streams don't need to know, but there's always screenshots of stuff. Well, before we go back down into the mines, I kind of want to see what it's like to ride a happy ghast. While we're here. Oh yeah, this is weird. Very slow. You can strafe left and right. Turn. Yeah, I'm gonna be pressing shift to go down all the time, because that's how you go down in Satisfactory with the jetpack. So my muscle memory. And if you have a lead on you, you can't. Yeah, that's annoying. That's going to be a real issue for me, is hitting shift. Yep. I've done it like 6 times already. Extreme Sound Muffler, that was the name of it. Thanks, Cindy. Or Silvery. Appreciate it. You guys both have purple names right next to each other. Alright, so we go down here to 30. This is the Geode. Oh, I forgot that this is all in a lush cave. Whoops. I can hear a creeper somewhere. There he is. I forgot to light that up. That should be okay, I think. We're going to remove a lot of these blocks here in a minute anyway. Okay. So the Geode didn't finish forming. That's how we found it, I think, the first time. So it's not like it's a perfect sphere, but its location being so close to where we're doing all of our storage, I think is going to be helpful. And then I'll put some sort of room around this. The idea, I think, was we're going to use pistons and some sort of clock to just every once in a while harvest all the crystals. How far are we going to go down? Oh, wow. By the way. Probably don't have to go down underneath it. Maybe we'll have to go down a couple more blocks. I do remember that the other one that I did take a long time to dig out. Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent size. first came out with geodes. They must have had a lot of fun designing them. Because they're such a unique thing in Minecraft compared to everything else that's around them. Bat, you're gonna get bonked in the head if you're in the way. There could be some other budding amethysts in there too that are not growing because they're up against stuff. Try to save some of the rare stuff if I can. Maybe we'll put some of this other stuff over here. Some of this can just go in a bundle. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would do the timing. I might have some circuits go faster than others because I might want to have all the different kinds of crystals, not just the final ones. I mean, we have enough geodes around. I could probably make each one a slightly different farm. At least with the shovel, I know I'm not going to destroy anything. I think we need to go down to 17. There's still a lot of digging. Wish I had use for all this clay. Maybe in the modern city. I can't think of any sci-fi uses for it though. Thank goodness for beacons. Alright. Slowly getting the scale of it anyway. There's a lot of basalt here, you know? Which is good, because grabbing it from a basalt delta is a pain. And if you're wondering why I'm digging so far underneath it, I'm probably going to use water to collect everything. And I'm digging out a much larger space than I probably need. Finding all kinds of fun blocks, though. I don't know that I've ever seen a gold deposit quite that big. Well, that shulker box is full. SZ106 and PK Cheese. Thanks very much for the follows. Appreciate it. It is a decent size, isn't it? Alright, I think I might be creating more work for myself than I need to. That is most of it carved out. So now the trick is going to be getting all of this stuff out of here. So I think we'll start at the top. I think that's the walkway. Yep. here is where I'm going to switch to a different pick because I don't want to break anything by accident. I could probably do some of this with the other picks, but I've not had the best luck lately. That I don't want to break. With the beacon power anyway. I'm going to want to go down and collect a lot of that too. Ashley, hello, how's it going? How'd you find the stream? This is obviously going to be a multi-stream setup to get this going. I guess it didn't help that we had to get a bunch of stuff going today early on. I wish our nether spawn was a little bit better. It was easy to get a happy ghast, but it's it was pretty rough in terms of terrain. I'm also a little bit spoiled by having another hub. Oh, that pick is not going to last. The funny thing is we're probably going to get so much amethyst blocks from this that we might not need to craft them right away. Oh, there goes the pick. very careful. Are all the geodes the same size in the outer dimension? No, there's a geode by our Southport modern city that's just ginormous, like twice or 3 times the size of this. I'd say there's probably an average size, but you can get small ones, you can get big ones. Especially if you get one that like half renders in, maybe it's cut in half by another cave feature, that kind of thing. I might be able to craft another one. Crafting table. Iron. Just don't have any stick, I don't think. I could use a pick that maybe... No, I think a diamond pick is probably going to be... As long as it... Silk touch mending, soul touch and breaking. Doesn't have efficiency. That might be slow enough. I think that'll be okay. It's a little bit faster, maybe. It'll last longer, that's for sure. The hard part is when it's going to start to curve around the other way. Cool. Get lots of calcite too. I don't remember how I get most of my calcite. I feel like we found a mountain somewhere outside of West Hill. Yeah, now we're going to be into the tricky stuff, where we're going to be underneath the edges. I'm sure there will be scaffolding involved at some point. Well, I might be able to reach. Oop, those don't go in there. Can I reach all the way up there? I know, I can. Nice. It'll be really cool to see the full shape of this when it's all just amethyst. It has a very, I'm not sure what those are, what style of collectible experience that is when like you've got, you buy a bag, but then you don't know what's in the bag, like it's a collectible figurine or something. I don't buy that kind of stuff, so I don't remember what exactly it's called. Blind bag, I think. That looks kind of funny. Let's make that a purple one. There's the bottom of it. So yeah, it's not tiny. I'm not seeing, there's a couple of budding amethysts on the side though, which is cool, which we couldn't see before. That's why you want to dig them out, is because you can get a lot more resources out of them. A lot of, I'm not sure if there's just one really noisy bat or if there's several. We had them at Westell too. Oh crap. Well, that was a good one to break. So I think when we actually get to mining the amethyst, we'll go back down to a iron pick or something. Mystery bags, homework completion awards for the grandkids. Haha. Nice. My homework completion reward was you don't have any more homework to do. Honestly, I ended up doing most of my homework while I was still at school. When I get into like junior high and high school, junior high maybe not so much, but high school, once I ended up having some free periods during the school day, I just did my homework in the library on my free period. Didn't have to bring it home with me, which is nice. We are the grandparents, we're supposed to spoil. No, that's fair. That's fair. By the time I was in high school, my grandparents weren't at home, so. Got some outside crystals growing. It's very cool. I think that's almost all of it exposed. Did I miss anything? One little bit there. We'll get that later. Yeah, that's the whole thing dug out. Nice. So what we'll do next time is we will come in here with a lighter pickaxe and get rid of all of the non-budding amethyst blocks. You can see the difference there. There's the budding one, and then there's the one that doesn't bud. Look at the axes on them. And then we'll create some sort of catchment bottom area thing. I'm assuming we're just going to put some water down here. But there's the lowest budding, so that's why I wanted to come down so low. So now we'll probably end up sending it in this direction. So this will probably end up being the front of the farm because we want the entrance to be the closest to the base. And then we'll probably set up pistons on a timer, would be my guess. I'm probably not going to decorate it to look crazy cool. We'll probably try to do something with it. I might use purple to decorate the walls. That could be kind of fun. I like making them look cool if we can. Ultimately, I'm going to send the items up to the surface though. So pretty straightforward. Anyway, pretty fun time. We will wrap it up there. I'm going to see who is available online to send y'all on to a raid. Thursday. Pix is playing Hollow Knight. There's not a lot of Minecraft people. Everybody's playing Battlefield. Wow. I'd like to try to send y'all into somebody else different. Let's just see. I don't recognize anybody. Anybody have anyone from their follow list that would like me to send you along? We raided Prowl yesterday, so I'd like to try to spread the love to somebody else. Lots headed to TwitchCon today. Oh, this other man. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. Captain Ben Owen. Hello. You're welcome. Chosen Architect. Oh, yes. Okay, we'll do that. Cool. we'll send you along to Chosen Architect. I do have to raid and run because I've got a busy day, but I will catch you all tomorrow for the Lego stream. That's going to be on this channel, but at hopefully 10 a.m. I'll let everyone know ahead of time if I've got to move it because of that delivery. It's going to be the last couple of bags of the Soundwave set. And my new Lego set should also arrive tomorrow. So we'll have that ready for the following Friday. And you can check out all those VODs on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. Same with all of the VODs from the Citadel. And it's a great way to support me, just free entertainment, and I get a little bit of ad revenue from that. You can also check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. That's how you can join the Discord for just $2 a month. It's a great way to support your favorite creators. Check out Patreon. Most creators have them. So I really appreciate all of the support. SweetSandi, thank you very much for the moderation. Thanks for the new follows today, folks. Thanks for the subs. I will see you later. Bye for now.